In this video, I'm going to show you how to create new rows in a pivot table by combining data from existing rows. To show you what I mean, here's a pivot table that displays the revenue generated by each store, but the sales director wants to see a breakdown by country. Unfortunately, the source data doesn't include the country. However, as long as I know which location is in which country, I can create a pivot table for the sales director. If you want to follow along, you can download a copy of the practice file from the link in the description below. As you can see, I'm using Excel for Mac, but what I'm going to show you works the same in Excel on Windows. I'm going to create 3 new rows in the pivot table. Spain, which will display the total revenues for Barcelona and Madrid. UK, which will combine the revenues for Glasgow, Manchester and London, and France, which will combine Marseille and Paris revenues. I'm going to change H2 to say country. The cursor must be in the country column. If the cursor isn't in the country column on the pivot table, when I go to Pivot Table Analyze, Fields Item Sets, Calculated Item is grayed out. So I'll click in the country column, go to Pivot Table Analyze, Fields Item Sets, Calculated Item. I'm going to give a name to the calculated item, and whatever name I use is what's going to appear in the country column. So I'll call this Spain. And for the formula, leave the equal sign in, remove the 0, and double click on Barcelona so it goes into the formula, plus double click on Madrid and click Add. Then I'm going to create another calculated item, so I'll delete Spain out of the name box and I'll type UK, remove the existing formula, click back on Store in the fields list, double click on London plus Manchester plus Glasgow and click Add. Then remove the name UK from the name box, and the final one was France. Remove Manchester, London and Glasgow from the formula. Click back on Store and double click on Marseille plus Paris. Click Add. So what I've done is I've created 3 calculated items. If I click the drop down on the name box, you can see there they are. And as you select them, it shows you what the formula is behind each one of those. And you can change them from here if you've made a mistake. You can also delete them. But when I click on OK, you can now see they've been added as row items into the pivot table. I don't want the individual locations, the individual cities in the pivot table. I just want to see the countries. So I'll click on the drop down in H2 and I will untick Barcelona, Glasgow, London, Madrid, Manchester, Marseille and Paris. So I'm now left with Spain, France and UK. If I change one of the revenues, so for example, I go back to the source data and in D2, I change that to say 5,000. If I then refresh the pivot table, you can see that the UK figure has updated. One common issue that users face with adding calculated items is that you can't add a calculated item to a pivot table that's been grouped. Here I have a second pivot table that shows revenue per day. Now, if I right click on one of the cells with the dates in and select group, I'm going to group by days and I'm going to group by 7 days. So what we now get is the total revenue, but the dates have been grouped into blocks of 7 days. If I click into one of the cells in column H in that second pivot table, go to Pivot Table Analyze, Fields Item Sets, Calculated Item, I get a message that says the pivot table report is grouped. You cannot add a calculated item to a grouped field. So click on OK. If I click into the first pivot table and do the same thing analyze field item set calculated item, I get exactly the same message. And you're thinking, but hang on, that first pivot table has no groupings on it. And that's because both pivot tables are based on the same pivot cache. Basically, when a pivot table is created, a copy of the source data is stored in memory. And this makes things like refreshing faster. But there are downsides, and one of those is that if you create more than one pivot table from the same data source, all the pivot tables share the same cache, which sounds like a positive thing, but it causes issues with grouping. I created a video a while ago that covers a workaround, which I'll link to in the description. But what I'd have to do here is I'd have to ungroup the second pivot table, right-click anywhere in the date column, choose ungroup, and then I can go back to the first pivot table, go to fields item sets, calculated item, and it works. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like more tips and tricks, check out my website at theexceltrainer.co.uk. As always, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video, but until then, have an excellent day.